Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this new video of daily current affairs, and today we'll be discussing highly important current affairs and updates for the day 8th of August 2020. So before we begin, I have collected 5 words that will surely boost your vocabulary and they will be important for major competitive exams as well. So I am Ayush, your host as always. So let's get started with the session of the day. Alright, the first word for the day is capacious, which means having a lot of space inside. So, spacious and commodious are the synonyms for this word, cramped and small are the antonyms. The second word is certitude, which means absolute certainty or conviction that something is the case. So, reliability and assurance are the synonyms for this word here, doubt and diffidence are the antonyms. The third word is circumspect, which means wary and unwillingly, or you can say unwilling to take risks. So, cautious and chary are the synonyms for this word. Unguarded and incautious are the antonyms. The fourth word is circuitous, which means, or you can say, it refers of a route or journey longer than the most direct way. So, roundabout and serpentine are the synonyms for this word. Direct and straight are the antonyms. The fifth and the last word is nonchalant, which means, or you can say it refers of a person or manner, feeling or appearing casually calm and relaxed. So unconcerned and airy are the synonyms for this word. Anxious and concerned are the antonyms. Alright friends, that's all for the words of the day. Let us get started with the questions of the day part. So the first question we have with us is, recently in which state two coastal villages have been recognized as being tsunami ready by IOC UNESCO? So the answer is option C, Odisha state. So in a first, two coastal villages of Odisha have been recognized as being tsunami ready by UNESCO for their overall preparedness to face the calamity like tsunami. Also, with this, Odisha has become the first state in the country to have such villages, and the first in the Indian Ocean region to achieve the honor from the IOC UNESCO. So, IOC stands for Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission, and it was founded in 1960. It is a part of UNESCO, and the two coastal villages are Venkat Raipur, which is also known as Bogsipalli in Ganjam district, and the second is Nolia Shahi village in Jagat Singhpur district of Odisha. So basically the main objective of this program, which is called this giving tag of tsunami ready, is that it is to improve coastal community preparedness for tsunami emergencies, to minimize the loss of life and property, and to ensure structural and systematic approach in building community preparedness. So UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Its headquarters lies in Paris, France. It was formed on 4th of November 1945, and its head is Audrey Azoulay. Okay, that's all for the first question here. Moving on to the second question. Recently, which company announced collaboration with ISC, which is called Indian Institute of Science, in Bangalore to establish network robotics laboratory based on 5G and emerging technologies? So answer is option C, Nokia. So Nokia Center of Excellence, COE, Nokia COE you can say, for network robotics will promote interdisciplinary research involving robotics, advanced communication technologies and artificial intelligence, you say AI, to develop socially relevant use cases in areas like emergency management, agriculture, and the industrial automation part also. Alright, moving on to the third question. Recently, Reserve Bank of India has formed a 5-member committee to make recommendations on the financial parameters for restructuring of loans. Who is the head of the committee? So the answer is option D, KV Kamath. So as announced with the measures after the monetary policy, the committee will vet restructuring of loans above rupees 1500 crore. So the immediate task of the committee is to recommend a list of financial parameters to be factored into the assumptions that go into each resolution plan, and the sector specific benchmark ranges for such parameters, which includes aspects related to leverage, liquidity, debt serviceability, and etc. Alright, moving on to the fourth question. Recently, Export Import Bank, which is also known as Exim Bank of India, has extended how much amount as line of credit, you can say LOC, to Mozambique for improving power supply quality in the country of Mozambique. So answer is option B, 250 million US dollars loan. So the agreement to this effect was signed on August 3rd and through exchange between Saroj Khuntia, who is general manager of Exim Bank, and Adriano Isuasis UBSC, National Directorate of Treasury, Ministry of Economy and Finance, Mozambique. So Exim Bank has till date extended till now 14 LOCs to the Mozambique. So Exim Bank, as I said, stands for Export Import Bank, and its headquarters is in Mumbai. It was founded on 1st of January 1982. The CEO of this bank is David Raskina. And if you tell about Mozambique, so Mozambique is a country in East Africa and capital city is Maputo. Alright, moving on to the fifth question. Recently, which IIT in collaboration with Imperial College London, UK, has developed nanoparticles that could make LEDs, LED stands for light emitting diodes, brighter, energy efficient and durable. So answer is option B, IIT Guwahati. So this is known as metagrid, or you can say metamaterial grid. I am writing as MG here, and it is a specifically patterned array, or you can say grid of nanoparticles acting as metamaterials capable of exhibiting extraordinary optical properties. So the findings have been recently published in the magazine called Light, Science and Application, Journal of the Nature Publishing Group, NPG. Alright, that's all for the fifth question. Moving on to the sixth question. Who among the following flagged off the country's first Kisan Rail from Deolali in Nashik to Danapur in Bihar? So the answer is option B, Mr. Narendra Singh Tomar. So he is Union Minister of Agriculture, and this train will cover a distance of 1590 kilometers in 31.45 hours, and it is a single trip and will halt at 14 stations, and it will provide a good market to the farmers for their produce, and it is a weekly service train, and it will depart from Deolali in Nashik to Danapur in Bihar. Alright, seventh question is, consider the following statements regarding CAG of India. CAG stands for Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So the first statement is, Girish Chandra Murmu has been named as the next Comptroller and Auditor General of India. The second statement is, the CAG is mentioned in the Constitution of India under Article 148 to 152. And the third statement is, Mr. A.K. Chanda was the first Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So among the following three statements, tell me which is the true statement here. So the answer is option A, one only. Only the first statement is true here. The rest two are false. So the CAG is mentioned in the Constitution of India under Article 148 to 151 and not 152. Also, Mr. A.K. Chanda was the second Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So who was the first? So first was V. Narhari Rao. So I am writing as V. N. Rao here for you. Okay. So they are appointed by President of India, and they enjoy equal status as a judge of Supreme Court of India. I am talking about the CAG of India. Alright. Our eighth question is, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi will inaugurate Rashtriya Swachhta Kendra on Saturday. So nearly to which among the following places is it located? So the answer is option A, Rajghat. So it was first announced, this Rashtriya Swachhta Kendra was first announced by the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, on April 10, 2017. Okay, so April 10, 2017 it was first announced, and on the occasion of centenary celebrations of Gandhiji Champaran Satyagraha. So this contains two halls named Hall 1 and Hall 2, and so a balanced mix of digital and outdoor installations in the RSK will impart information, awareness and education on Swachhata and related aspects. So RSK I said, which means, or you can say it stands for Rashtriya Swachhata Kendra. Alright, that's all for the 8th question. Moving on to the ninth question. To among which of the following drug and vaccines manufacturer of India does US-based biotech firm Novavax has awarded license for the manufacture and sale of its COVID-19 vaccine? So the answer is option D, Serum Institute of India. So both the Novavax and Serum Institute of India entered into a supply and license agreement under which Novavax granted exclusive and also non-exclusive license to Serum Institute of India, which is also called SII, for development, co-formulation, filling and finishing, registration and commercialization of its NVX, I'm writing as NVX, COV and 2373 vaccine product for the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which is pathogen for the COVID-19 pandemic. So SII has signed two agreements for the supply of COVID-19 vaccines. The first being AstraZeneca Oxford candidate, and the second one is this Novavax with Serum Institute of India, and for which the company has agreed to produce up to 1 billion doses for low and middle income countries. I'm talking about the AstraZeneca Oxford candidate. Alright. The 10th and the last question is, which edition of National Handloom Day was observed on 7th of August 2020? So the answer is option B, 6th edition. So August 7 was chosen as the National Handloom Day to commemorate the Swadeshi movement, which was launched on the same date in 1905. And the Handloom Export Promotion Council is organizing a virtual fair. The fair aims to connect more than 150 participants from different regions of the country, showcasing their products with unique design and skills. Alright friends, that's all for the session of the day. And if you like this video and you think this video helped you to raise your awareness about important updates and happenings around the world, please leave a like on this video. If you think that we need to update something, we need to improve something, please write in the comment section, or also you can write to us on our email officers.plus@gmail.com. and please subscribe this channel for daily and important updates on a regular basis. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a very bright day ahead.